50%. Can she cook? I've tried my best. Good morning, welcome back to my channel. What's poppin', what's poppin', what's poppington? Welcome to the first week of classes vlog. Hey guys, I haven't done my intro like that in so long, but I was watching some old videos of mine and I was like, that was kind of cute. So I'm gonna bring it back. It's just gonna be a little us thing, you know, whenever I start the vlogs. What's poppin', what's poppin', what's poppington? All right, so like I mentioned, first day of classes starts at 9 a.m. You guys know, and if you don't know, if you're new here, hey, welcome. Make sure you subscribe, ring the bell that way you get a notification whenever a new video gets uploaded. But I am a graduate student at Meharry Medical College in their Master of Health Science program. It's a one-year program, really 10 months. Finished my first semester. Finished studying for the MCAT, took the MCAT in January. It's a week later, literally a week later for my MCAT and first day of classes. So I'm about to head down to my study pod here in my apartment because the program is virtual. Again, this is for the people who are new here. And I'm gonna set myself up to take my first class of the day. Let's go. Okay guys, so I just finished my first class of the semester. Like I mentioned, today's class was pharmacology. So I actually set up my entire semester with you guys yesterday, so I'm gonna go ahead and put in those clips. It's the Sunday before the first day of classes, so I figured I'd bring you guys along as I set up my semester. Yes, I'm waiting until Sunday night to set up my semester, but better late than never, right? Yeah, right, okay. Night, so when you hear the washing machine going on, the dishwasher. When you hear the dishwasher going on in the background, you know why. All right, let's start off by, wow, I haven't sat down here. It hasn't even been that long. Let me not be dramatic. It feels like it has been, but it hasn't been that long. All right, let me get my little gadgets out. You guys know I love my, oh, I got new batteries for my mouse. Let me put that in because I had to put it in my fire alarm. That's embarrassing. Yes, starting off the semester with the fresh batteries in the mouse. It honestly feels like Christmas. Speaking of Christmas, I actually still have my December wallpaper up. So should that be the first thing that I change or like the last thing that I change? I honestly forgot what classes I'm gonna take. First thing I'm gonna do is open up the schedule and transcribe it into my Google Calendar. I love that the new Apple Pencil just and charges that way. Oh my gosh, it's absolutely magical. Wow, this screen is literally as big as my laptop screen. That took me so long to do that, longer than it should. But I think I showed you guys this. I'm not really sure, but this is what the schedule looks like when they send it to us. Sometimes they'll make changes, but for the most part, this is what our schedule will look like. So I'm basically just gonna copy all of this over to my Google Calendar. That way I can get notifications. I can get this on all of my devices. I know what class is which day. Y'all, this is taking forever. Okay, now I'm moving on to Anki. So this is done. Created 4 different decks for my 4 different classes, and then I'm gonna create a deck and call it block 1, and then I'm gonna put that underneath each of these, and then that way when I do my first class I'll create another deck, and then I'll put it underneath block 1, and then all block 1 will be together, and then all block 2 will be together, and all block 3 will be together. But I do the blocks as I go, that way I can just, just organization. So I think this is the last thing I'm gonna do today. Oh, I also need to do, my OneNote. Oh my gosh, I'm so tired. Oh my gosh, not me being oily. The only thing that looks like it's different than the previous semester is that we don't look like we have full quiz weeks, which is great. The quizzes are kind of spread out. The exams are all the same. No, it's kind of like we just have a quiz every week, a quiz or an exam. Sometimes we have, oh, like this is a bad week. It's 2 midterm exams and 2 quizzes. That's gonna be a rough week. So yeah, but it's not like how it was before, where it's like Monday is a quiz, Tuesday we have classes, Wednesday is a quiz, Thursday we have classes, Friday is a quiz. Like, it's not like that this time around, which I'm glad about, because that was kind of stressful. But this is also going to be kind of stressful because it's like very few weeks where you don't have anything to study for during that week. You kind of have to stay on top of it, but that is my goal, to stay on top of it this semester and not get behind, and just ready to quiz or test at all times. Okay, perfect. So I'm also going to download the first couple of PowerPoints that are here on Blackboard and add that to my OneNote. Do OneNote notebook, MHS. Now, why is my OneNote acting stupid? I've got the wheel of death. I chose a pink notebook because it's our last semester. And Harry spring semester. So cute. This is literally the equivalent of like getting new binders before class. Getting new binders before high school. Y'all know nothing about that? My mouse, come on mouse, don't play me. Let's do pharmacology next. Farm girl. I don't know nothing about no pharmacology. Okay. Let's see. So for that, what is pharmacology giving? Is it giving green? No. Orange? Is farm blue? No, neuroscience is blue. I guess green. Yeah, pharmacology, you can be green. Does anybody else do that? It has to fit the vibes. Like, what exactly is it, Okay, neuroscience. Neuroscience is blue, baby. Because smart people are blue. I don't know why, it just makes sense. Oh, what am I doing? Pathology is green. Ooh, purple. Nah, nothing is giving me purple vibes this time. Purple maybe? I don't know. Farm, what vibes are you giving me? I don't really know what vibes you're giving me, Farm. And neuroscience. We'll do it like that. Not like these colors. Okay, cool. Cute. I think this is pretty self-explanatory, but because I talk about OneNote all the time, I guess I'll just show you it one time. So once I download the PowerPoint from Blackboard, which is just our database that we use, this is for pharmacology. So the first thing I'm going to do is add our syllabus. That way I always have it right here with all of my other things. And also I decided to be kind of extra, and I made folders for my classes too. So I have a pathology folder, anatomy folder, neuroscience, pharmacology. That way I can just have everything in one place. It's my first time doing that. I just decided that I wanted to. Anyway, did I go through that too fast? I basically press file, and then I press the document that I want, and then I click open, and then it adds it as a printout here. So let's see, this is purple, so I'm gonna make the background purple. Cute. So that's the syllabus. So you can also press printout, especially if it's a PDF form, PowerPoint, and then boom, just like that, add the PowerPoint in here. Cute. Okay, this is just introduction. I may delete this later. Another thing that I like to do, similar to Anki, is divide my OneNote. So I'm going to call this block 1. And I'm going to add the first lecture of this block. Make sure the title looks good. I'm going to change the color of the paper, and then I'm going to make this a sub page, and then that way it basically changes this into a toggle. So underneath block 1 I have this first lecture, and this will help me out once I have a bunch of different lectures. That way once this entire block is done, I can close the toggle and I can just have the block 2 toggle open, or block 3, and again it just helps me keep everything separated. So I'm just going to go ahead and start that right off the back. First block, pharmacokinetics, and I'm actually gonna wait to download the second PowerPoint because I do like to use the automatic timestamp that OneNote has, just to keep track of like what day I attended the class or the lecture was taught. I download Wednesday's lecture today, then I go back and I review it. I may be confused as to when I originally saw the content, how well I should probably have it mastered by that point in time. I don't know if any of this makes sense or if any of this is interesting, but I figured that I'd share it because I never really set up my semester with you guys, especially for the first day of classes. It's literally almost midnight. I can't believe I stayed up this late doing this. I wanted to add new widgets to my iPad, even though I know the first day of classes is not going to be easy. And like I said, my goal is definitely to stay on top of it. I think just having 2 classes instead of 3 will give me the evening open to allow me some time to continue to get organized. So I'll basically just pick this up then. In the meantime, back to future Brelynn on the first day of classes. You guys see I have some new toys here, a new iPad, new Apple Pencil, really fun things. I even got a new phone. All of these are like my Christmas gifts. So first class recap, the professor is really nice. I love having a black woman as the professor. Like honestly, it just makes my heart happy. This is why I love HBCUs. So it's really cool because she actually let us out an hour early. We ended up doing a practice problem, so we got out 45 minutes early, which is great. And she was like, I'm just gonna end early, that way you guys can study and get your bearings and like read the chapter and stuff. So she spoke really slowly and clearly, which is great. Like I mentioned in a previous video, I've never taken any of these classes before, so it's very interesting kind of getting an understanding of what I'm learning, because it's not things that I've seen before. So like I mentioned, my first class was pharmacology. During my little winter break, I did meet up with a couple of friends. One of them was Glory. You guys know my work bestie Glory, PA Glow, coming soon. And we were just talking about how, or she was really just teaching me, informing me, really important to continue to change your learning style for every class and every professor, just like as you keep going and not getting stuck in your ways and doing the same thing every time and then finding out too late in the semester or too late in the block that what you've been doing isn't working for you. So I'm trying to go into the semester with that mindset of what's gonna work for this content, this professor. In the meantime, I did start off with creating some Anki cards. You guys saw that I downloaded my PowerPoint slides on OneNote, and as per usual, I was just annotating as I was listening to lecture. And then I also created an Anki deck. I think the main thing that I learned from last semester is create the Anki deck as you go. That way you can review it right after class, and also try to keep it short, because it's much easier to go through 20 to 30 Anki cards, but at the end of a block, if you have 7 different, lectures, that adds up. But if you have 50 Anki cards in one deck, like, it's just impossible to get through it. You procrastinate, you don't get through all the information, and then it was a waste of time for you to create the Anki deck, because you never get a chance to go through it. Like, the best part of Anki is actually doing the Anki, not just creating it. So I try and eliminate the amount of time that I spend creating it by doing it during class, and then increase the amount of time that I review it. So the biggest thing is just not getting behind. I feel like that was my biggest struggle at the beginning of the first block last semester, because I was moving into my new apartment, still trying to get things settled, and I just didn't have enough time to like get ahead, let alone like stay on track. And we always say that you want to start the semester off strong. I feel the exact same way this time. Like, I really want to do it. Like, I want to get really good grades on the first quizzes and first exams. That way I'm not trying to get 200% on the final exam and final quiz. I know we say this every year, every semester, every class, but I'm just once again putting it in the front of my mind and really trying to make an effort for it. So water check. If you haven't had any water today, first of all, what are you doing? Get your water bottle, take a sip. Okay, the next thing I'm gonna do during this, I guess, study time that I have is download my books. One thing I really love about this program is that we do not have to buy our books. They include them all in a Google Drive for us. So it looks like there's 2 books for this class. I'm gonna download them. And then she also recommended that we read 2 chapters, 1 chapter for one book and another chapter for another book. I'm not a huge fan of just reading textbooks. I mean, it's just straight up boring. I much more prefer to watch a video, especially if it's a YouTube video, or like do something like Sketchy or Picmonic. Honestly, I should look at my Picmonic account. They probably have pharmacology as one of their... Well, yeah, so I have about 45 minutes until my next class start. Let's see, our second class of the day is going to be neuroscience. Dun, dun, dun. Oh my gosh, okay, did I already download the PowerPoint for neuroscience? Let's see. Yep, I already have the syllabus in and the first PowerPoint slide, so I'm all ready to go when that class starts. I'm just going to read the textbook and finish my Anki cards, and then I'll attend the next class, and then we're done for the day. We only have 2 classes today. I'm really surprised. I don't know why our schedule, I'm not complaining at all, but instead of having 2 classes in the morning and 1 in the afternoon, we kind of just have the 2 classes in the morning time, which is great because that just leaves me a lot of time in the afternoon to study and get my life, and then still have like an evening routine and do some things for myself. So with that being said, I'm gonna stop talking to y'all, utilize this time, and I'll talk to y'all later. Apartment. It is a very like dreary, cloudy day, but I'm grateful because it was pouring down raining this morning, and the rain is just, nobody likes the rain. Well, actually, people do like the rain, and if you are that person, you're a weirdo. I don't know, I don't like the rain. I like it when it's sunny outside, but the sun finally came out, so that's nice. Anyway, we're done with our classes for the day. That was quick and easy. I love getting out at 1 p.m. but the goal is to be productive for the rest of the day, of course. That way, like I said, I can have the evenings to myself. But first things first, first thing on the agenda is to eat because I'm hungry. I know my battery's about to die. I showed you guys this when I unboxed it, but here is it in action. These little salad containers. really nice for meal prepping. That way I'm more consistent with eating salads and I'm not making excuses that it'll take too long to make. So my lettuce is down here. And I'm actually on a fast right now. So I had oatmeal for breakfast. It's the Daniel's fast because, well, I guess it's not obvious, but it's the beginning of the year. So I'm fasting and I am starving. Okay, I am so hungry. I'm so hungry all the time. The Daniel's fast is basically like vegan. So no animal products, no meat, no cheese, no eggs, no nothing, even like no like flavored drinks. So if you guys noticed, I haven't had any caffeine today and I went to bed late last night, as you guys saw yesterday, setting up my schedule and my calendar and stuff. So my goal is after I eat this to take a nap and yeah, lay down, take a nap, watch a YouTube video, and then I'll get up and I'll study. Neuroscience is definitely going to be a difficult class. So like I said, it's my first time. The professor was really cool, really nice. By the way, the dressing that I'm using, look, it even comes with a little dressing thing. I may need more than this though, because when there's no chicken, no, you know, oh, maybe my avocado is right. If I can put my avocado in here, that would be great. Avocado will fill me up more. This is my first time doing a Daniel's fast. Normally I will like fast social media. Because I was off of social media, not like completely and fully, but I wasn't as like active on it while I was studying for my MCAT, and I like contractually have things that I need to do, especially with the Black and Unlimited Digital Development Program. I would just figure that it would just be better to fast. And because my church is fasting, this thing is still not really ripe like that. Okay, I'm only gonna put a little bit in here. Because my church is doing the Daniel's fast, and they literally started the day after my MCAT, which was the 14th. So they started on the 15th. It's just for 2 weeks, but I don't know. I've literally fasted for much longer. Even like no meat, I fasted for longer. No meat is one thing. I was actually vegetarian for a moment of time in my life. It's a while ago. And I now just don't prefer to have restrictions on my diet. I just like to be able to eat anything and everything. But obviously we're making this sacrifice as we're consecrating the first part of year to God. And especially, like I said, after my test, because they started, normally people do like 21 days of prayer and fast. But for some reason, my church started on the 15th and they did the Daniel's fast for 2 weeks. And I was like, well, you know what? There's no excuses. I can't make an excuse like, oh, I can't do it because I'm studying. Like, no, girl, the test is over. And as I'm waiting to get my results back, great way to continue to focus my mind on God. Lunch is ready. Here's my beautiful salad. It literally is just lettuce, tomatoes, and cucumbers and avocado. Kind of sad. Of course, when you are fasting, that's when you're craving everything, right? So I'm like, oh, a good steak right now would be so good. I love some pasta right now. But other than just the cravings, which I can get over, I am just hungry. Like, I'm just always hungry. I'm sorry. I just feel like even if I just put a little chicken in here, ooh, some shrimp. I haven't put shrimp in my salad in so long. It's okay though, because just one more week left. I only have 6 more days and then it'll be back to normal. Yay, the sun is coming out. Oh my gosh, literally vitamin D makes me so happy. Like, all I just need is a little bit of sunshine. Yes. Anyway, about neuroscience, you guys, that class is gonna be, because the professor, Black man, it looks like there's gonna be maybe 2 of them teaching it. One is a white man, one is a Black man, and they were both very nice. Like, the guy was funny. The Black man who taught today, he was definitely really funny and very knowledgeable. But, and I always say this, when something is so foreign to me, it's literally like learning a foreign language. And as a person who cannot speak any other language other than English, I really, really wish I was bilingual or I could speak multiple languages. Like, that is like my thing. I think like speaking languages are just so amazing, awesome, whatever. Anyway, but I find it really hard to do. So when I say it seems like neuroscience is a completely different language, like between, okay, this is up, down, this is back, front, this is split this way, this split this way. This is like this class literally just an introduction of just all the terminology, and I'm like, you're going to be talking to me basically in this different language, and you're fluent in it because you're a neuroscientist, and I have to be able to learn your language and quickly, that way I can understand what you're saying. And it's not just about vocab, like knowing where things are, but you're using the vocab to describe things and actions and functions. So I have to be able to know what you're talking about, that way I can know what it's doing. I don't think it's going to be like impossible by any means, but I just think it's interesting because he had 107 slides in his deck today, which I think is a record. I think it's a record. The longest PowerPoint slide, but he was very honest with us. He was like, I never finished my slides. I'm gonna go really fast because I want to try and get through it as much as possible. He also did a lot of the stuff repeated, which it did, and a lot of the slides were pictures, which they were, but he didn't finish the deck. And instead of sometimes, like if there's 100 slides in a deck and it's like, okay, we're gonna do the first 50 today, and then tomorrow, you know, we'll finish the next 50, and if we have more time we'll go to the next. He was like, basically finish it on your own, and when we review for the exam or the quiz, if you have any questions, I'll go over it, but next class we're moving on like to the next thing. I think it's kind of crazy. I'm like, you're not gonna teach? You're not gonna teach the rest of this? But also, he was really just reading off of the slides, like he was giving context clues and things, but I guess if I just read the slides, I should be able to understand, and if I don't, I'll ask questions. So after I eat my lunch and watch my YouTube video and take a nap, then I'll get back up, finish reading the chapters for pharmacology, download the textbook for neuroscience. I did do Anki, but with 107 slides, I wanted to make sure that I wasn't putting everything on there, and because it was so vocab focused, I also wanted to make sure that I wasn't just putting a whole bunch of vocab on there. Even though I think terms are important, it just would be too many terms. So I tried to focus on the ones that he repeated, or the ones that kept showing up, or the ones that I just completely didn't know at all. But I just need to review and then finish the lecture and then complete my Anki cards, and then that should be it for today. I don't know how long that's going to take. Hopefully not too long. If I don't have afternoon classes, I should be able to finish that at least by like 5 p.m. and then I'll take a break, maybe edit a video, edit some stuff for my Black and Unlimited deliverables, which are due. I will eat my lunch and talk to you guys later. Hey y'all. It's much later. So I'm sitting here reading the chapter that was assigned. Sorry, I put my hair in a clip. And I put my hair in my face. But then when I watch back videos, I'll be like, girl, fix your hair. You look crazy. And then the lighting behind me doesn't make this angle very good. Anyway, so I'm sitting here at my favorite place here at my desk, and I made myself a snack. So I love me some good peanut butter and apples, but peanut butter is not on the list of things that you can have. So I decided to get hummus, and it's disgusting. I don't know if it's just a disgusting combo or if hummus, this is literally probably my third time ever having hummus. And basically the background story is that I also tried kava for the first time during this fast, because one day I was out and I was really hungry, and I was like, what can I eat that's not gonna make me upset if I get like this vegan option? And they added hummus to it, and hummus is vegan, right? It just has, yeah, garbanzo beans, canola oil, water, garlic. Yeah, so it's vegan. I'm pretty sure you can eat this on the fast, and decided I would try it with my apple slices, and it was disgusting. Like, that was a nasty combo. But also, I didn't realize that I got the garlic hummus. I think I realized when I got it, but then when I just decided to dip it, I was like, wait a minute, that does not taste good. Anyway, this is what I'm doing. Uploaded 2 videos on Instagram that I needed to do, and then I've also been uploading on my Birth Equity for All page, because today is Maternal Health Awareness Day. Fun fact, it's January 23rd when you guys are watching this. My goal is, the reason why I'm kind of like trying to balance content creation and school, basically I just want to learn how to balance it. Like, I very much so will do like one thing and focus on that and then focus on other, and I just want to learn how to do both of them seamlessly. My goal is to do one upload a week and for it to be real time, and then maybe one podcast episode a month. I do want to bring back the podcast. I do want to somewhat not consistently, but I don't want it to be like months in between each upload, just like a month in between, and then vlogs every week. So I spent a lot of my 1 week winter break, which was last week, editing videos. That way I can get all the ones that I filmed Thanksgiving up until now out. Anyway, I just wanted to check in with you guys. I didn't really go to sleep because I was working the whole time. I didn't even finish a full YouTube video. After I ate my salad, I really just started working on my content stuff, and now I'm sitting down to start working, and it's not as late as it seems, but you guys know the sun sets literally at 4 p.m. Anyway, I'm gonna get back to work and I'll talk to you guys later. Let me tell you something. I love the fact that we have these group chats, because there are so many things that I would miss out on if I wasn't in these chats. Like, sometimes I just don't pay attention. Sometimes I'm like, oh, I won't do things. And then somebody will say something in the chat and I'm like, what? Why do we have a whole pre-quiz before neuroscience tomorrow? Of course, I had no idea. Now, granted, I've been doing pretty well at, or pretty good. I can never get that English correct, but I have been downloading my lecture slides beforehand. So no, not neuroscience, anatomy. We had neuroscience today. I'm talking about anatomy right now. I'm working on neuroscience. That's why I saw people talking about anatomy, and she basically created like this whole welcome video, and then she also gave us like an orientation quiz. So I was like, okay, good to know. Never seen this before. We use Blackboard, but this is like, well, she said that this is new, so I can see her recording and I can also see like her screen, and this is like her welcome video. So I believe she's going to be going over the syllabus here. I mean, that's good because we shouldn't waste class time, but I'm like, if this is a 15-minute video before classes even start, then that means tomorrow we about to, you know, sometimes I just need a little bit of just an ease in, but I guess I'm not going to get that. So I'm going to watch this video, and then I'm going to take the practice quiz, and then, or should I finish? Let me finish my neuroscience stuff. No, I was doing pharmacology. I've been hopping around, honestly, which I normally don't do, but I guess my mind is kind of everywhere. Y'all, tell me why my pharmacology professor, I just like scrolled to the end of her lecture just to see the rest of the slides and to see what we had left, and she created flashcards for us, like on this whole website called cram.com, and it looks like it's specifically connected to National Tutoring Association. I don't know, but I'm like, that is so lit. Now, of course, I created half of my flashcards through Anki, so I basically just copy and pasted the flashcards that she did, just some of them, to my Anki deck. But I was like, oh my gosh, that is so nice. Like, that is so thoughtful. I mean, why not? You know what you want us to know. If you do it one time, you can just send the link to all your, students. Oh, but this website does games. Let's see. It's per usual when I do these weeks in the life vlogs. Day 1 is 20 minutes long.
Yeah. Oh. Yeah. 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 Light, let it shine, shine. Make it blind, watch me shine, shine. Flying high, nothing you could tell me. I ain't looking down, feeling so free. Glowing up, I'ma shine, shine. VVS, shine like VVS. Medicated like a CVS. A1 chef, I've been cooking up. They want know the ingredients.
Good morning. Happy Tuesday. Let's head to class. So, just finished my first class for the day, which was pathology. That was our first time meeting the pathology professor, and can I just say that this semester is definitely going to be different. He just gave an introduction and let us out. That was like 45 minutes. So luckily I have some time, so I'm going to do my Anki cards from neuroscience that I didn't get to last night. Instead of us having a quiz like every other week and like an exam every 3 weeks or whatever, this class, and I also think the anatomy class, it just has a midterm and a final, which I hate it when classes are set up that way because it just puts so much pressure on the exams. Yeah, so like there's a midterm the 1st of March, and then the final exam, the semester is over in April. So I think it says, let me see, I know in the pathology one, like the final exam is 50%. 50%. I hate that. Like the pressure. It's just, I don't like that. So I think that's why when I was looking at the schedule, I was like, oh, we don't have as many like full quiz weeks or full exam weeks. That's because these classes aren't set up that way. So this class, he said that he does pop quizzes, and there are basically pre and post quizzes that aren't scheduled. And I'm like, oh my gosh. So you really have to stay ahead of it. He says that he likes for you to read ahead. He gave us information for the book. I've already downloaded it. So I guess the whole like block 1, block 2, block 3 thing, it's not a thing, at least not in this class. This one professor is going to teach the entire class, which is different. We haven't had that yet so far. So he graduated medical school in 1965. Very nice black man. Oh my gosh, you guys. And as soon as I sat down, he was like, can y'all turn on your cameras? Now I was like, turn on my camera because I don't care. I look cute today. I have on my favorite little set. By the way, this is from Amazon. I'll link it down below. I love this. Is like my new uniform. Some leggings, the workout tops with the sports bra underneath. My goal is to like start wearing this every day because I feel like cute, but it's also comfortable, and then go to the gym afterwards. Clearly my hair is straight, so I'm not going to the gym probably for another like, I don't know, it's already been 2 weeks and I'm still going good. I mean, probably because I don't do anything. I literally just like have it out. I try not to touch it all day, except for when I'm filming. I'll be like but like even my edges, like I try not to do anything to them unless I'm like going out somewhere. But anyway, in a future vlog you'll see me incorporate fitness because we got goals this year, but not right now. Right now it's all about looking cute. So yeah, he noticed to turn our cameras on, and everybody else was like, I'm sorry sir, I can't, not right now. I'm sorry, but no. And I was like, well, I could turn mine on, but I don't even think you can really see each other when the cameras are on Blackboard, especially when they're presenting. So I just turned it on because he asked us and I didn't mind. But anyway, let me stop talking to y'all and utilize this time to do some Anki cards. And then once again, we just have 2 classes today. So our second class is anatomy, and I hope that she doesn't scare me because I'm definitely just a little intimidated by the syllabus. Let us pray. Y'all, I'm freezing. It's so cold downstairs. Oh God, I'm putting it in the microwave. It's lunchtime. I'm so hungry. Y'all, isn't this so sad? Broccoli and rice for lunch. And you know what's even sadder is that I actually forgot to cancel my box for this month. I think I told you guys in the previous vlog that Freshly, I guess, went out of business. I think they have multiple businesses though, because I don't know if they also do Factor, whatever. If you guys have heard of Factor, it's basically just like Freshly, it's just a different company. And I started off, I tried them, their stuff is good. And I wish you guys could see how many frozen meals that I have in my refrigerator, because I got my last order from Freshly. That way, you know, I can say goodbye to them, but I'm on my fast. So I put them in the freezer. And then I had some in my refrigerator before my, like when my fast started. So I put those in the freezer. And now I'm gonna have to pick up my other ones from Factor and put those in the freezer. So I literally, I don't need any more Freshly or Factor meals probably for a good 3 weeks. So if you don't see me unboxing it, it's not because I don't like it, but because I have enough and I don't need to buy any more. I'm very, very hungry. I don't feel like this is gonna fill me up. I may have to do this and a salad because I'm just ravenous. I'm hungry all the time. The little bird food. Oh, it's not doing it for me. Anatomy was good. The professor is just so organized, which I just love so much. Like, I just love a good organized professor. Actually ended up having class though. She went over the syllabus, which I was surprised about because she kind of went over the syllabus in the video, but I guess she wanted to go over more detail. And then she went over some other things too. Overall, like I said, it's kind of scary because 2 of the classes are midterms and finals, and 2 of the classes have the 3 blocks where there's 3 exams. 3 exams are better than 2. 2 exams, it just feels really, really scary, but it's okay. We're gonna have faith, we're gonna work hard, and we're gonna do well. We're not gonna let anything freak us out. And then also, similar to the pathology class, I mean, that one has 1 professor, which again is very different for the MHS program, but this one has 2 professors, and they're both Black women, both PhD graduates from Meharry, which is really cool. Like Meharry alum come back and teach the programs. That's a really good sign, I would like to say. So I'm on the couch for my daily 15-minute YouTube episode watch. What is it gonna be today? We actually have a meeting, very surprisingly, with, well, it's surprising, but it's not surprising. I mentioned this in my orientation video when I first started the program, that they were like, basically everybody's not going to get in. Everybody's not going to get in. We wish that you guys could, but everybody's not going to. So some of you guys should look at alternative options of what you can do with the Master of Health Science degree if you were to not get into the medical school or the dental school. And I was like, I'm not looking at nothing, whatever. No, no, I've done the working thing before. I'm not doing it again. No, but sometimes they will have like these information sessions, and I think they've only had 1 last year though, but I didn't attend it because I'm like, no, I'm not going into the workforce next year, so I don't need this. No, but I will say it's nice that they do that because it's very hard. Like I said, the only idea that I had of what to do to go into the workforce when I graduated with my master's of physiology was to become a medical assistant, and I don't regret it at all, but I definitely wish that I had a better understanding of what else I could do with the degree. And then when I tried to switch over and maybe do research, it felt like it was really hard, even though I had a master's, to find a job. So it is interesting to, I say all this to say that they are having a meeting today, but honestly, it's not even for a job, it's for pharmacy school. But it's like, I guess I don't think they have a partnership necessarily, but some type of communication, maybe like a referral program, I guess you could say. I don't really know, with Howard University's pharmacy school, College of Pharmacy. I don't even know what it's called. I love Howard. Y'all know I love Howard. But I don't want to be a pharmacist. And it's not like pharmacy school is like 1 year and it's like, oh yeah, maybe let me get another degree where I can also like do clinical. I don't want to go to pharmacy school, but we have that meeting today and the director of our program is going to be there, so attendance is mandatory. So I'm going to go, I'm going to listen, I'm going to smile, I'm going to nod. I'll probably be doing Anki cards during it. That sounds like a good idea. But after I eat lunch, I think I'm going to put on some makeup, because then after that meeting, I have a meeting with the Black and Unlimited team. It's basically a special guest in the industry that they want to introduce us to. So we get to have a meeting with her, which is exciting. So I'm going to put some makeup on just so that I'm a little bit more presentable, since I have to be on camera for the next 2 hours. Goodness, I'm literally trying to do, oh, now you don't want to focus. I'm literally trying to do 30 things at once. I decided I'm still hungry, so I put in this riced cauliflower stir fry. Hopefully this is good, because I'm really hungry. I'm listening to a podcast.
People are one of two things. Are they really scared to share their achievement?
Okay, 1:59. That means I have no time. I'm basically done though. I was doing mascara. I just heard the pot sizzling. Okay. I can't even tell you the last time. You guys see when I do my weekly vlogs, I don't put on makeup for these things. Never. I'm really getting used to my bare face. But 2 meetings in a row. Oh, I should put on edge control. Edge control's in the bathroom now, and that is too far away. Ooh, it's like during the day the hair gets a little, okay. Okay. It's definitely presentable enough. Okay, 2 o'clock. Eyebrows. Some lip gloss. I should have logged on to Zoom while I was waiting. I never even used this little gloss bomb. Shouldn't have got it. Y'all know I'm not a gloss girl. I try and do it more often now, but I just don't like it. Anyway. Ooh, she's pretty. Okay. Let's log on. Ugh. And that thing is sizzling over there. I'm like, please don't burn my little cauliflower. I low-key think this is done. I guess maybe I should sign it in the meantime. Today, you. Zoom. Oh my gosh. I am doing the most right now. I'm so hungry.
The College of Pharmacy at Howard University. How's everyone doing today?
We're doing well. Well, how are you?
Doing very well myself, and I am joined with an alum of your MHS program at Meharry, pharmacy student here at Howard University as a P1. Before we get into that, I will first go through a little presentation, and then after that, there'll be questions that you can either direct to me or Imani, and we're both very happy to speak with you and answer any questions that you might have.
I checked that too. Oh, okay. I don't understand. Well, I'm the host. I recorded in the cloud. I clicked that one.
So,
I wish it was real fried rice. That would hit right now.
To all sorts of different things. We're also very experienced at what we're doing. We've been doing this for 150 years. And you would attend Howard in the fall. We only enter once each year. So yeah, some perks is that you are guaranteed an interview. And as long as you meet academic standards, you are pretty much guaranteed acceptance into the College of Pharmacy.
Okay, now that meeting is over, and like I said, I really am just kind of annoyed that that was even a thing, because he was definitely trying to poach us from the Meharry program to join the pharmacy program. I'm sorry, y'all cannot see me at all. And it actually is a pipeline, which is crazy. So if anybody's interested in, doing pharmacy, another great perk of MHS, it was nice for them to offer it, I guess, but just not my thing. So I'm about to add this light that I got. Okay. Since the window is over here, the lighting usually looks really bad. So I'm about
Recording in progress.
I'm about to join the Black and Unlimited. I always have to make sure that my camera is not on and my sound is not on as soon as you join the Zoom. I have it to where it automatically, I swear the sun is setting. This is what my little setup looks like, and I'm about to do this meeting, and I'm excited, and I'll talk to you guys afterwards.
Here will helping you helping develop your career. Okay, I think that you should be dropping this content on Wednesdays because you do your other stuff on Mondays.
I want it all. I'm a one of one, never runner up. I can run it up always. I get what I want, I need bigger bucks. Every day is like Friday. Wait, every day is like my day. Need no back talk, do it my way. I take no breaks like a highway. Looking like a whole meal, you want my plate. Yeah.
Okay, y'all, it is like 4:15 now, and I just finished my meeting. It went good. I'm about to head down now to concierge and pick up some packages. And yes, I'm expecting this many packages. If I bring this with me, then I don't have to struggle carrying multiple boxes upstairs, even if they're not that heavy. But also, it's kind of difficult for me to get this up and down. It's like an extra step. So sometimes I'm like, what's more soft life? You know, which one takes the least amount of effort for me? But because I know that I have a couple of large packages, I just decided to go ahead and get my little cart here. Some of you guys are always just like, buy a cart. I'm like, you don't think I've thought of that? I have a cart. Just sometimes I'm too lazy to bring it down because I don't know, I don't like to do that. Oh. Anyway, I'm gonna go get my packages and I'll be back. Another box of food. I don't have any more space in my freezer. Oh my gosh, y'all, the other day I put my flexi rod in so tight and I literally have a bump on my forehead. Like not even on my, like in my hairline. No, I thought it was a bald spot. I literally was about to cry. It kind of looks like it was, but it's more like a, can you see it when I pull it tight? Like right there. I need to chill out. Anyway, put this food away, and then I actually have a few meetings that I can attend this evening. I'll share them with you guys when I do them, but since that's going to be my entire evening, and we really don't have any content today. Like both of my classes today were review. This is going to be the first time that this, you know, happens, and the only time that it happens. I'm going to take advantage of it. I'm basically finished with all of my neuroscience Anki cards, but I want to reread the entire lecture deck over. What's this? By the way, if you guys want a free box of Factor, which is a $60 value, you can take a picture of this. I know QR codes are really good. You can go ahead and just also leave this coupon code in the description box down below. Because I mean, hey, why not, right? You guys probably like free food too. And I do like these. I feel like these are higher quality. They're better made than Freshly meals are. So if you tried Freshly and you liked it, definitely try Factor. If you haven't tried any of it and you like these pre-prepared meals, I describe them as like if they make HelloFresh and then put it in a box and then send it to you. Again, that way it's just easy for you to put this in the microwave. This is a pasta. It looks so good. Once I eat all these meals, I'm gonna change my meal plan to be calorie smart. So like I said, y'all, I'm gonna start working out. Oh my gosh, and I got so many. 1, 2, 3, 4. And I've tried to look to see, but of course none of them are even close to vegan. I don't have space. If I could just eat chicken, if I could just eat salmon, just shrimp, if it was seafood, like something. Ooh, it's another pasta. Oh, these look so good. I actually really can't wait to try them. Okay, let me stop looking at this food. Y'all, it's much later, so I was going to vlog when I went to my meetings. There's basically one of the meetings that Howard University School of Medicine's Women's Health something club was having, and I was gonna attend it, and there was this another meeting, but basically my best friend Jasmine called, and since we didn't have actual class today, I mean we had class, but I think I told you guys, both of the professors ended up just going over the syllabus, so I didn't have any new information to learn. I finished my Anki card and I was about to just go through the 70 slide deck, and then my best friend called. So I decided that it would be a great day and time to talk to her and catch up, so I did that instead. And now the meetings are over and it's time for me to eat dinner. So I'm gonna sit on my couch, watch a YouTube video, take my makeup off, roll up my hair, and go to bed. I want to show you guys my dinner for tonight because so hungry. I'm so over the bird food. But this is like my at-home Chipotle bowl, and it does have guacamole in it, lettuce, brown rice, little pico tomato stuff, and corn, and onions, and like the fajita stuff. So, oh my gosh, I was out of focus the whole time. Anyway, that's what I'm eating for dinner. I made a really big bowl of it because I'm super hungry. I'm gonna stop talking about this fast. I'm sure it's getting annoying. I'll talk to you guys in the morning time. Good night. Good morning, you guys. Oh my gosh, I cannot believe it. This morning I literally woke up at like 8:55. I had a really hard time last night going to sleep. I mean, I fell asleep on the couch after I ate my dinner, but that was like 10 p.m. so it wasn't that bad. By the time I like got up, I took my makeup off, rolled up my hair, and then like sat in the bed, it was like 1 a.m. which is no problem because I got a couple of hours to sleep on the couch, right? But child, once I was there, I don't think I fell asleep until like 4 a.m. I had a lot of crazy weird dreams. Like, I don't know what was going on. So I had so many weird dreams, and I think by the time I finally went to sleep, I was just like snooze, 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 snooze. And then I heard the sound of like the 10 minutes until class, like the Google sound, and I was like, huh? And I jumped up out of bed, but I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna take class here at my desk. So I'm so glad that I have this set up here, and it's a very, I don't know if you guys can tell, dark and dreary day outside. So I'm like, you know, we're just gonna chill and do class here at my desk today. I just finished my pharmacology class. I thought she was gonna go over the second lecture today and like the second half of the first lecture, but she didn't. She just finished the first lecture. It's so crazy again how every professor is different. Like, she goes at a very digestible pace, which is really great. And like I mentioned, she also gave us flashcards, and I finished that Anki deck, so it was basically like a review for me, which was really, really nice. I'm really hungry because obviously I didn't eat yet, so I'm about to make myself my daggone oatmeal, the only breakfast that I can eat. Maybe get a little bit of fruit. Oh. Anyway, oh my gosh, we have a graduation meeting at 1 p.m. today. I'm so glad. Our e-board, they're great. They end up making an MHS calendar, which is great because we just receive so many different emails, and unfortunately this assembly is in person, but they are also doing it on Zoom. I can't wait to go back to school in person, y'all. I'm gonna be everywhere. I'm gonna be at every event. I'm gonna be outside when I can finally be outside. But it's okay. This is our season to be inside, so we're gonna be inside. I don't think I told you guys. I have so many dishes in my sink right now. Okay, let me. Thank God class was virtual today though, because if I had to drive somewhere, waking up 10 minutes before class starts, child, I would have been so late for class today. And when I'm in medical school, I don't want to be late for classes. I was thinking myself, I probably would have like been rushing in the car, and then you sneak into the back of the classroom like this while the teacher's already going. Goal is, while I'm preparing for my next blessing, for me to actively learn those lessons now. Like, I need to right now learn like how to consistently wake up. There is no oversleeping. Like, you can oversleep in class virtual, but honey, in a couple of months class is not going to be virtual. You're going to be in somebody's medical school chair, and you're going to have to also travel to get there. So you need to learn how to effectively go to sleep on time. It's always the couch. I know better. I can't go to sleep on the couch. I really shouldn't even touch that couch during the weekdays. More rules that I have to give myself. Love me some pineapples. I only like about 5 fruits. All right, y'all, let me utilize this time and then go to my second class for the day, and I will talk to you guys later.
Sure that the transition from the student to alumni process is smooth. We have prepared this comprehensive communication that I understand today that you have not received, but I will email this information to the MHS, the MPH and the PhD candidates for 2023. Yeah, because they need to go online and order the regalia.
All right, y'all, I'm back on the couch. That meeting drained me. It was an absolute hot mess, but finally time for me to eat lunch. Like literally it's 2:30. That's how long that meeting took. I thought it was gonna be maybe 45 minutes to an hour. Child, it was bad. Anyway, I'm eating the last bit of my at-home Chipotle bowl. I'm really sad because that means I have to make it again or make something else because I just feel like I'm always cooking. And I just like to warm up stuff and eat. That's why I like my little freshly meals. Anyway, I've been complaining a lot about food, but maybe that means I need to pray right now because that's the whole point of this fast. I just need to review my Anki cards for pharmacology and then review the Anki cards that I created for neuroscience. And then I'll be done studying for the day. I do have a really exciting meeting today that I'm going to get like full glam for and head out to. I'm not going to take you guys along with me. I'm going to include it in another vlog. But I'm really excited about it, and that's at 6:30. So literally after I eat and I rest for a little bit, then I do my Anki cards. It'll be time for me to get ready, and then I'm so sad that it's pouring down raining outside. Like I feel like it's just been raining for weeks, and it really sucks when it's raining when your hair is straight. You know, as a natural, I'm just like, I just wish like my hair was natural right now, because when it's curly I don't care as much. But now I'm like, oh my gosh, I really have to go out and I want to look good. I'm making first impressions. My hair is done, but it has to survive the rain. Hey y'all, okay, so I just finished getting ready. I literally did like the quickest beat ever. I won't say I've only had my hair straightened for like a week, but I keep thinking like, okay, on this day I'm gonna straighten it. I'm gonna like, you know, touch up the curls or whatever. But you know, the flexi rods will really do you good. I mean, you literally just put them things in, you let them sit. You know, they got to sit really like overnight and a little bit longer since I didn't take out my hair today. And I'm like trying to look like it's their curl that need to be nothing. Like, come on, I live, I die. Okay, let me curl these lashes. I literally want to leave as soon as possible because the meeting is at 6 and I just really want to be on time. Like, y'all know me, I'm like, I really want to be on time, and I'm basically ready. But then for the Black and Unlimited program, they're setting us up with a BET interview, which is like super exciting. And so we have to like specifically use their equipment. And so somebody's coming down to, oh no, okay. Y'all know I love eyeshadow, but eyeshadow takes time. If I don't got time, this is the face that I go to. Ignore my bed is not made. This is my outfit, by the way. Whew. Yeah, looks like this. Okay, I'm losing my train of thought. Basically, they're coming to drop off the equipment. And I'm like, now? Guys, I have to leave. Like, I have to go. Okay, what did I need from in here? Nothing. I need my boots. Okay, I need to pack my purse. I have my perfume on. I have my jewelry on. I'm not going to take a water. I don't need nothing spilling in my purse. Yeah, otherwise I would leave right now, but I have to wait for him to come and drop this off. And that's what's giving me anxiety, because like I told you guys, it's like pouring down raining outside. So I know people are going to be driving slow and stupid. Okay, this is the lipstick that I have on right now. Same old NYX lingerie push up long lasting lipstick in Teddy. I use this as my lip liner. And then today for the lipstick, I have the Anastasia Beverly Hills stripped liquid lipstick. Oh, I'm like shaking. Okay. I'm gonna take my notes on my iPad. I need my Apple Pencil, a notebook with me, and a pen because I need to take notes. There was something that I was just thinking that I need from over here. My boots are over here. I'm gonna wear thigh-high boots, especially because it's raining, and I'm gonna wear a coat for the first half. Not the first half, but I'm gonna wear a coat when I get there. That'll keep me covered. There was something over here. I was thinking to myself, oh, a watch. I should put on my watch, my bracelet. I'm like, I want him to call me right now. I don't know how much equipment this is, but I literally have to pick it up because he can't deliver it any other time. I was hoping that he would be early and not late. He said exactly 5:15. I'm like, dude, I really have to leave at 5:15. It's at 6, but it's 20 minutes away. And I know that the parking, like, I just want to give myself time. And finally, when I'm on time for myself, somebody else is making me late. Ugh. I wonder if somebody has to sign off on it, or if you can leave it at my concierge desk. That would actually be perfect. Okay, I may do that in the meantime, because it's 5:18. Oh, my video just went live. Oh my gosh, is it today? Yeah, Wednesday. Oh my gosh. Okay. Okay, I told him to leave it with the concierge. I'm dressed, boots on, coat on. I even got me a little hair clip, that way I can clip my hair when I'm walking with the rain. And I will talk to you guys when I get back in after the meeting. I'm so nervous. Okay, pray for me. Bye, y'all. Okay, so I'm back. The meeting went well. I feel like exhausted because I haven't had to like talk to people. Like literally, y'all, this virtual life is definitely, it's having a toll on me. I haven't had to like talk to people in a room for that long, like sit and like listen to somebody talk and like engage. And I was like so close to her speaking and having to like, you know, instead of like when I'm on Zoom or my little blackboard, I could be on my phone, I could be doing things like, but just to be sitting there and like listening and be actively engaged and like have proper posture and like ask questions afterwards. And but it went great. Super excited about all things to come. I had my hair in a hair clip, that way it could last in the rain, and I think it did fine. Of course, it doesn't look as good as it did earlier, but I'm sure when I roll it up, it'll be back to as good as new. This straight hair is slaying, like, and it's really just, it's been raining for, like I said, a long time, and it just won't let up. Like, am I just gonna keep it straight? I'm thinking to myself, like, when am I gonna like let it go curly again? I really need to like film some content. I don't want all this content I'm feeling, my straight hair. I got Chipotle for dinner. I know you guys are probably like, how much is she gonna eat the same thing over and over? I'm sick of it too. I'm sick of it too. I'm sick of it too. But I have to, because this is the only thing I can think of that I like the vegetarian option. I don't know. I don't really eat vegetarian anything ever, or vegan for that matter. But yeah, Chipotle's little veggie. I got the salad with the vinaigrette. I don't know if I'm gonna try the vinaigrette. I've actually never had it before. But anyway, it just has the lettuce, brown rice, the tomato sauce, the corn, and guac. And it's, oh my gosh, it's already 10 o'clock. I'm so tired, but I need to do these Anki cards before I go to bed. So I am gonna sit on the couch. I know I shouldn't, but y'all, I'm so tired that like, I deserve a little couch time. Just a little bit. Let me tell you guys about the TV shows that I've been watching recently. Because when I had my 1 week winter break, I was like, give me all of the shows. Like, what have I been missing out on? So I think I told you guys I started watching Manifest again. I honestly think I stopped in the middle of the season finale. Last time I was watching it, I couldn't get through the whole episode. I'm so sorry, y'all. I keep getting out of focus because the lighting's right behind me. But yeah, I stopped in the middle of the episode. I was like, this isn't even that good. And I think I was like on my phone and I just didn't end up watching the rest of it. So I think I'm going to finish that tonight because I probably only have like 30 minutes left. And I was like, to be the season finale, this isn't giving season finale. Y'all know how season finale should have you on your toes. Like, oh, I need to put this heater on. It's so cold. I'm like, please just rain, go away. But anyway, then I started All American, which I've really been liking because I saw that they had a show called Homecoming and I was like, oh, this must be like the second, like, then I figured out that it was a spinoff of All American. I was like, let me watch All American first. That way I know who the characters are and I know like nobody spoils anything. And it was on my to-do list of shows to watch. I started watching Ginny and Georgia. I don't like it. It's not my vibe. It just doesn't feel realistic. I don't know. I feel like maybe I would like it if I was younger. I don't know why grown people like the show at this moment in time. Not my vibe. So I think the next show that I'm going to start watching once I finish All American, because I started it during my winter break, my 1 week winter break, but I like watched the first 2 seasons in like one day. So but it was like I literally took one day where I was like, I'm doing nothing but watch TV, and there was like no YouTube really out right then, because it was like shortly after Vlogmas. People are still on break, so I was like, okay, Netflix won't fail me, and it didn't. And I found my show and I was watching it. So I think I have 2 more seasons. I think there's 4 seasons altogether. Then I'm gonna go on to Emily in Paris, because I've heard a lot about it, and I feel like it would be a very cute thing to watch. I just like to have shows in between, you know. Sometimes, yeah, I usually like to watch shows when I'm eating dinner. That's like my thing. And YouTube videos when I'm eating lunch. Anywho, let me stop talking to you guys, because clearly I went to bed late last night after falling asleep on the couch, and my whole morning was just a mess. And I don't want to have another morning like that. I mean, it's okay. Everything worked out fine. Like, it was fine. But I definitely want to have a better morning. I need to pick up the stuff from BET, but I'm just going to get that in the morning time tomorrow. It's a lot going on. It's a lot going on. But all good things. All right. I'm eating my dinner, watch my show, and then do my Anki cars, and take off my makeup, and roll up my hair, and then go to bed. Good night.
We can move a couple things around, let's renovate. Save the reservation for the dinner date. If it's filled to the brim, get a bigger plate. And if a thread get out of line, let's get it straight. Straight back like the braids and the little finger waist. Press clean to the T that you and the homies made. Borderline dreams between duck and the fade. Ay, let me be clear, this year we getting paid off the sauce dripping off the cloth under the ice. Man, the maid can't be the juice of the night. Feel like Tom Cruise when the move hitting right. Only you this is life, only you can fix the price. We can move a couple things around, let's renovate. Save the reservation for the dinner day. If it's filled to the brim, get it.
So it's later, much later. I haven't talked to you all day today. It is Thursday. Happy Thursday. I was so tired this morning. I basically fell asleep with my makeup on, with my hair not wrapped up, after doing a couple of Anki cars, eating my dinner. I ate the whole Chipotle bowl. I can usually split it in half, chow. I've been ravenous. So after I ate, did some Anki cars, didn't finish them or whatever, and I woke up in the middle of the night. I wanted to film part of this video for this Black and Unlimited campaign that I told them that I was gonna send to them by today. So since I was up, I was like, you know what, let me just go ahead and film that since I have makeup on. I filmed it, and then I was like, let me just edit it now. I edited it, and it took me kind of a minute to edit. And what else was I doing? I basically didn't end up going back to sleep, is what I'm trying to say. That was around 2 a.m. And so, yeah, I just stayed up, and then I went to my class. I will say that I was texting my Spelman sister, who's in this Meharry program with me. We were talking about how this semester is giving much more chill than last semester was. Like this time last year, or in the summertime in August, we were stressing. Okay, we were stressing, but like only having 2 classes a day and knowing what we have to do before we do it really allows us to like just stay on top of our work. Like, I don't know, I just feel like there's like, I'm not saying I'm chilling, but I feel much less stressed than I was during the beginning of the semester last time, which is good because I have a lot of this Black and Unlimited content that I need to push out. I think I told you guys, but I asked for them to like give me an extension on all of my deadlines so that I could study for the MCAT, and they did so. But now that my MCAT is over, I have to submit everything. I only had a week to really do that, and I took the week to film everything. Literally right after class, I took a nap, and sometimes I say that I'm gonna take a nap, and I rarely do. Like, I can't remember the last time I actually took a nap, because sometimes I say that I'm tired, but I realize that I'm really just tired of like studying or like looking at a computer screen and thinking. Sometimes I really just want to like watch a YouTube video and lay down, and that gets my energy back up. Today I was tired because I didn't have enough sleep. So I actually like took a nap, and it was like 4 hours long. But again, that was the only really sleep that I had last night, so, or today, whatever. So anyway, I just woke up. I was editing a bit of my podcast earlier. I have not eaten. I literally ate oatmeal and a banana for breakfast, and that's it. I'm just like very, very hungry, but I'm tired of what I have left to eat. This is gonna be the last time you guys hear me complain about the fast. I promise. I'm sick of hearing myself talk about it. So basically right now I'm about to go downstairs, pick up the packages because I didn't pick up the package that BET dropped off yesterday, and I need to make sure that it's all here. I need to set it up because tomorrow after my classes I need to do my makeup and then get ready for that interview, which is going to be super exciting. But yeah, I just want to make sure I have everything together for that. We haven't talked all day, so I figured I would catch you guys up on what's been going on. I really have this thing. I want to talk to you guys about this too. Sometimes stuff just comes to my mind. It's not necessary to talk about, but I just think it's really interesting how I just have a thing about going downstairs like to pick up mail, or like especially like to pick up packages from the concierge desk when I don't look presentable. And like I did my skincare today, and like I mentioned, I didn't roll up my hair. I literally talk way too soon, but I'm hoping that when I roll it up tonight and I really let it set, it'll be fine. I think it will be, because it's not necessarily like it'll be fine. But like going down like this, like at first I had my t-shirt on, I ain't got no bra on, and I was like, I don't know, you never know who you're gonna run into. There's definitely been people who try to talk to me on the elevator, or even just like people be judging, you know. I'm like, but I really wish that they would just deliver the packages to my door, but I really wouldn't leave my apartment if that's the case. I mean, I don't really want to leave my apartment right now, if I'm being honest, but I need to get my packages just to make sure. And when I tell you, this is probably the worst I have ever looked leaving my apartment, because I just always try and make sure that I look somewhat put together, but this is the best that I can do right now, because anything more, it's like, why am I putting why am I putting forth that much effort to pick up a package? And sometimes I think I'm gonna see people and I don't, and then sometimes I don't think I'm gonna see people and I do. So I think I still look good. I mean, you wouldn't pick me up looking like this? Okay, Uggs and everything. Come on, it's giving I'm in my house, like, but it's not my house. It's an apartment complex with like 500 other people. So I don't know. Okay, y'all, I'm back. I literally almost had a panic attack because she tried to tell me that the package wasn't there, and I was like, literally, it has to be here, like like, and she was, it was just like my worst nightmare, because I'm like, if it's not here, then either the guy like stole the package after I was like, oh, is it from BET? And he was like, BET? Oh, I don't know, it just says from Paramount on here. And I was like, oh shoot, maybe I shouldn't have said anything. And because I didn't sign for it myself, I was just like freaking out, like, no, I'm gonna have to call Hooray and tell them that I don't have my stuff, and then that probably means I wouldn't be able to do my beat. Like, I just started spiraling, but she just didn't look hard enough. Like, they should have put it in my locker, but they didn't. Whatever. Okay, it's time to eat. At this point, I'm starting to have like that pain in my stomach, like that sharp pain, and it's just embarrassing. Like, eat. Okay, so I'm gonna make these zucchini spirals. Gonna eat it with plain Prego. Now don't judge me, okay? No, I'm not about to be making my own sauce with, I don't have the time, the energy, that I'm not doing that. I've never done it before, I'm not gonna do it today. This is what I'm gonna do for dinner today. It's gonna be kind of very much so boring, very much so plain, but something different than that daggone Chipotle bowl that I have been eating for like what feels like ever. I feel like I don't need all of this sauce. We made spaghetti right before my MCAT test. And I think, I wouldn't say I've mastered it. I don't like to say that I've mastered anything, but it was a pretty good spaghetti, if I do say so myself. And the thing about me is that I wouldn't say I'm picky about food necessarily, but I just think it's interesting how people treat people who like to cook and say that they like to cook and they're like known for cooking, and versus like people who are not. Like, I'm not known for cooking, but I like to think that I can cook. Now, can I? Enough for me to eat my own food, and I can be real with myself and be like, you know what, this isn't actually that good, you know, like this is too salty. But like when I make something and I think it's good, I think that it's like actually really good. But I'm afraid to like cook for other people because I just don't want the judgment. I just don't want the judgment of somebody else being like, oh, she can't cook. Like, that would break my heart. Because no, I'm not a chef, and no, I don't claim to be like you know, in the kitchen all the time. Hey, why are you making that noise? Like, why do you have to do it like that? Why? Anyway, but like one day, especially like when I have my own family, like I hope my kids and my husband enjoy my cooking. You know, I hope that my husband like finds my cooking enjoyable and that he's not like, oh, I've got to be the one to cook, or like, you know, we gotta, like, I would love to like hire a chef. That would be like one of the first things that I would hire if I like got outside help, for sure. But I wouldn't want it to be like a necessity because my husband is like, my wife cannot cook. Like, I cannot eat her cooking, or like her stuff isn't as good as my mom's. Like, I'm sure, I don't know. These are just the things that I think about. So obviously I ain't got no man right now. So I wouldn't say that I'm like building myself to be a wife in any type of way. But because it is something that I aspire in the future, you know, at some point in time in my life, I do consider it like, you know, let me make sure that I have a few meals in my arsenal. That way, when I'm a mother and I'm taking care of a household, I mean, hopefully my husband's doing the same thing. He know how to cook too. Hello, because it's not just going to be on me. Hello. But anyway, that was just a little rant to say that the only thing that I think my brother has ever like tried of me cooking was my spaghetti. One day he just came home and I had spaghetti in the refrigerator, and he was kind of just like, oh, who made this? Like, mom hasn't made spaghetti in forever. And I was like, oh, I made it. And he was like, oh my gosh, you make spaghetti? And I'm like, I mean, spaghetti's kind of like easy. It's easy, but it can be boring, you know? Like, can you make spaghetti well enough for me to be like, this is good, rather than just, this is what I always get, if that makes any sense? And then he ended up texting me later and being like, honestly, that was like the best spaghetti that I've ever had. And I was like, oh my God, is she a chef? Can she cook? Watch out. I don't even know a chef's name. Shoot, Betty Crocker? I don't know, because I'll be in the kitchen too. So funny, because I literally was like staring at the text message like, and I was like kind of afraid when he's like, oh, can I like have the rest of this? First of all, I was like, I made that for me. Like, that's my dinner for the next day or whatever. But I was like, okay, whatever, you can have it, because he came over and helped me with something. And I was like, I don't know what he's gonna think, like, who knows? But yeah, he ended up liking it. And there's few meals that I feel confident making. Like, I feel confident making chicken, steak, pork chops, spaghetti Alfredo, and a lot of different vegetables, of course, like, you know, corn, asparagus, broccoli, just kind of things that I always eat. I think with my sides, that's where I get lazy when it comes like every day. Like, I'm not gonna be making a pan of macaroni, but I do know how to make like baked macaroni and cheese, and it's using my mom's like recipe. So I need to definitely perfect it as I get into my adulthood years. I'm like so afraid, because I'm like, you're not gonna tell me that my food is nasty. You're not gonna do it to me. I think it's really interesting. I remember one time I was talking to my pastor, and he asked me like, do you cook? And I was like, of course I cook. I have to eat. I'm a human being. Last time I checked, you have to cook. He said, oh, you know, you don't have to, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, I hate the way that men try and like pinpoint, like, if you're a woman, like, can you check these boxes? Like, can you cook? Can you clean? And you don't go around to men like, can you change a tire? Can you mow the lawn? Even though these are things that I'm thinking, I probably have to wait until we're deep in a relationship or living together or whatever to find these things out. But like, for a woman, you find the audacity. That's a question that a husband asks a wife, or, you know, a boyfriend asks a girlfriend when he's considering whatever. You don't get to just ask women that question or assume that, like, first of all, that I have to cook. What if I say, no, I don't know how to cook and I don't plan on knowing how to cook, because I plan on being with somebody who knows how to cook, or being with somebody who will provide for me to have a chef? Then what? You know? But I don't know. It's like, you know what I'm saying? Like, there's this weird pressure. Not weird. There's this, is it capitalist? Is patriarchy pressure, like, as a woman to know how to cook? But obviously that pressure is like not on men, and it sucks. So I kind of feel the pressure to like know how to cook, but I just want to know how to cook for myself, because I love food and I love to eat, but also because again, I want to be able to take care of like my future family and stuff. But I will say, I think above all, your baby's not gonna know if a food is nasty until they're really like, you know, grown. I think what's really gonna make the difference is you loving to cook, enjoying it. That way it doesn't feel like it's something that patriarchy is making you do like as a woman in society, but something that you want to do like for your husband, for your family, for yourself. That was a really big tangent, and it kind of, I don't know if people are going to fully understand, but if you do, comment down below so that way I don't feel alone. All right, y'all, it's giving tired. I did as much as I could. It's time to call it a night. I will say the spaghetti, it wasn't that bad. It honestly wasn't that bad. So maybe I can't cook, okay? Because it really wasn't that bad. Not my favorite. Like, will I ever make it again if I was fasting again? It was kind of like tomato soup, really, with like a really weird texture in it. So, I mean, it did what it needed to do. It didn't really fill me up. I'm definitely not still hungry, but like, I'm gonna be ready for my day on a little oatmeal in the morning.
Looking in the mirror at the new me, shine bright like a star, check the movie. Out of all the stars out here tonight, I'ma make sure you can see my light. Yeah, luminous so we glow like fireflies in the night. Memories hold me close, you know there ain't nothing like how it feel to be home. Heart beating with pride, by the look in your eyes, I keep my love for you inside. Used to be down bad on myself, I know, but I choose to find my spark, yeah I grow. Dedicated to purpose, it's power my prowess. Made myself the proudest, I'll say it the light of years. Like an unlimited, like an unlimited, like an unlimited, yeah, like an unlimited, like an unlimited, like an unlimited, like magic, yeah, we unlimited.
That's what I'm saying today. He's going to fulfill it to the end. Okay. Amen. So today we're talking about
Teacher started off preaching this morning. Amen to that. Hey y'all, happy Friday. So I just finished my first class of the day, which is pharmacology. I literally woke up in a great mood. I decided that I'm gonna have a great day, and I'm still gonna have a great day. I'm not gonna let this class get to me, but when I say that that was one of the most frustrating classes, like overall the professor is really nice and she's like patient and she's positive, and we go through the lecture, and the thing is that we have our first quiz on Monday and it's in this class, and so up until now I have just been feeling very confident about this class. We've literally had one PowerPoint deck, one lecture deck that she split into 2 separate lectures. I've completed my Anki cards. I'm like, I'm good, I understand it, I'm ready and prepared for the quiz. Whatever she adds today, it can't be that much more that I can't, use the weekend to study and understand. Boop boop bop, I feel good. When I tell you that she threw a curveball at today's class, like just all types of stuff that I didn't understand, and the way that she does her practice questions, it's like I love a teacher that gives us practice questions during class. That's great. But if you don't explain how to do the problem, why you did the problem that way, like why the correct answer is correct, and if everybody's saying the wrong answer, why the answer is incorrect. Instead, she just like let the other students kind of explain, but like the way that Sally may understand it doesn't necessarily help me out, especially if she's trying to type it in the chat. And this stuff is like math. I'm like, I need for you to explain it because I don't understand it when you don't explain it. And she just did not explain any of the questions, which left me very confused. So now I have to try and rush and like get a tutor, which I've done tutoring before, which is fine, but because this is our first week with new classes, I haven't introduced myself to the tutors yet. So to quickly, with the turnaround time of our quiz being on Monday, having to reach out to somebody, hopefully they'll have availability, which sucks because I literally felt so good leading up to today. So that's how my morning is going. Otherwise I am having a good morning. I slept well last night. I feel very awake. I mean, I would be having a great day if I had some caffeine today. Like again, we're not going to complain about the fast, but like I mentioned, I'm only drinking water. Our next class of the day is anatomy, and I believe she didn't put up her lecture slides, which is weird because she's been very organized. But yeah, her lecture slides, as far as I can see, are not on Blackboard yet, which I don't like. I like to be able to have my stuff in my OneNote ready to go for class. Okay, so just finished anatomy. That was also a hot mess. Not gonna be my favorite class. This is actually my first time ever taking anatomy, which I was definitely nervous about. And I think that this is one of the things where having classes virtually is really, it can really be a barrier to high success, if that makes any sense, just because, like, you know, all your professors are not going to be tech savvy, and the ones that are, it's really helpful. Like, oh, I know how to do all this stuff, make flashcards, upload things, you know, polls. But the ones who don't know how to use technology, it makes all of our lives more difficult, because it's like, you don't know what you're doing, I don't know the information, so I can barely help you. Like, I can barely keep up. So I don't know. I have to figure out how exactly I'm going to study for anatomy, because I couldn't make not one flashcard during her lecture. It just was nothing on there that I could, like, and I knew that it was going to be different for anatomy. And like I mentioned in the beginning of this vlog, it's going in with the mindset of like, okay, if this, what I normally do doesn't work, how can I adjust? Definitely have to find a way to adjust, because yeah, this isn't, it's not what I'm used to, and I don't quite know how to go about studying for it. We're done with our classes for the week. I'm going to continue the vlog on a little bit further, because I'm sure you guys want to see my BET interview. Okay, so let me fix y'all neck. Okay, so in here we have a sturdy tripod, nice. Another, oh, I wish I had one of these. An extension cord, a nice heavy white box. I have to give this stuff back. This isn't like a gifting one. This is to set my stuff up. Okay, so we've got a charger, a microphone, 2 iPhones in here. Thank God nobody stole this package. Okay, I need to charge these. I'm guessing that they want us to do this interview on the phones, and maybe it's gonna be like 2 different angles. So they gave us 2 different, I don't know. So interesting. Cool, I'm glad they gave me an extension cord, because I'm gonna need it. Okay, I think with 2 ring lights, we should be good to go. Because obviously we want the quality to be good. Now what is this for? Oh, this is for the ring light? Okay, I'm gonna set up everything and then get to doing my makeup. I just don't wanna be, you know, I don't wanna be rushing. I mean, I'm already rushing. I just don't wanna be late. I don't know what time I have to log on. I think that there's a moment where they set up everything with us. So, okay, so I changed into my outfit. I wore this when I was in LA, but I just went to lunch with my mom, so I figured that this would be a really cute outfit, especially if it's, you know, from here out, me talking with my hands, for me to do my interview. Okay, it's 1:20, shaking. Have to join by 2 o'clock, so that's how long I have to do my makeup. So, do we do eyeshadow or do we not do eyeshadow? It's like, I'm not pressed to do eyeshadow today. That's like my age-old question, because eyeshadow makes, or it doesn't make or break. I'm being dramatic. It doesn't make or break my look. I don't want to do like a halfway thing. Ooh, my hair's starting to get flaky. I'm gonna speed through this. Okay, y'all, it's like exactly 2 o'clock. Here's the final look. I'm about to move this over. And then I'm gonna log on. I don't know, all of my batteries are dead for some reason.
so we don't see the outlet. Yeah, that's way better. Perfect. We should be good to go.
Sounds good.
And then I'll have you hop off the Zoom, and we'll only talk through the phones.
Okay. Okay, you guys, it's done. So I ended up moving over here because I had to have a white back. Come on, please don't play with her. She is not one of them. I look good. Now, let me tell you guys, y'all know I have not been outside. None of my foundations match me. Like, this is like my go-to foundation, and it is so dark on my face right now. Like, granted, it's January, almost February. I'm gonna give myself some grace, like it's the middle of winter, but gee whiz, I'm like, I'm giving light skin and I don't like it. Where is my melanin? I need to be on a vacation. But anyway, it went really, really well. I don't think I told you guys, but LaRon from TikTok, he's a digital creator as well. He was the one doing the interview, and he was really, really cool. I enjoyed it. It was very easy to talk to him. And I don't know if I mentioned this to you guys. When I go back and watch the video, I literally sound like a robot, like I have no personality, because I was so nervous. So it is my goal and my mission to bring back my personality on camera, because I like to think that I have a nice, fun personality. I think that I've kind of lost showcasing it on my platform. I think that I've been like more focused on other things, but I'm like, no, this is still fun. And like, if somebody comes across my channel, they've never seen me or met me before, I want them to enjoy watching my videos and enjoy, like, feel my energy and my light and my personality through my digital creations. Like, that's what this is all about. So I tried to make sure that I was very charismatic during this interview, and yeah, I think it went good. I will leave the link down below. It's probably up by the time you guys see this video, so I'll leave the link down below for you guys to watch it and check it out. Please make sure that you continue to support it. Please support everything that I do. Like, your engagement means the world to me. Liking, subscribing, sharing it on your stories when you watch one of my vlogs or my videos, or if you see me post something, especially if it's like sponsored or whatever. Like, again, I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for you guys. Like, an interview with BET, like, this is amazing. It's so much fun. So thank you guys for all of your support so far, and I thank you in advance for your continued support. And with that being said, I think I'm gonna end the vlog here. I'm gonna actually film some more. I'm gonna film my last video for Black and Unlimited, the partnership with Walmart, and it's gonna be me going to the gym and stuff. So if you guys want to see it, make sure you're following me on Instagram. And without further ado, make sure you live each day to the fullest, because you only live once. And I'll see you guys in my next video. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.